Thank you for staying with us. Before the short break, we did bring you the story of the attack of the Labour Party candidate in the Imo State governorship election. Joining me to discuss this further is Bukola Idowu, team lead. Thank you very much for giving us your time. What is your assessment of the potential impact of this alleged attack on the candidate in the upcoming governorship election in Imo State? Bukola, if you can hear me, kindly acknowledge. Good evening.
Good evening.
All right, good to have you on the news. Did you get my question, please? Hello, Bukola.
Please come again. I think I can't
okay, I'm basically starting off by asking you your assessment of the possible impact of the alleged attack on the governorship candidate of the LP in Imo State.
So the attack on the governorship candidate of Labour Party poses a lot of threats to this election. And one of the things you need to understand about electoral violence is that it scares people away. So the first possible impact of this attack is basically it might actually scare the voters away from coming on that election day to vote, because it gives the voter an impression that this is an indication of what is going to happen on the election day. So what it means is that if the security agencies are not going to be proactive in this election, if they are not going to nip this at the board, we are toiling with low voter turnout or voter apathy in this election. And what it means is that citizens may not likely come out to vote, so we might record a low voter turnout, and this is not going to augur well for the integrity of that election.
In your opinion, what measures should be taken to ensure safety of political candidates and their teams during the election campaigns, because of the obvious impact, like you said, that might come off an attack like that?
I think the most important thing for our security agencies to do is to be proactive and not be reactive. Of course, you find attack happened, and then you now begin to here we are investigating. They are looking into it, which is not actually what we want to see. We are talking about being proactive. So one of the things they also need to begin to look at is those flashpoints. Yesterday, the Inspector General of Police told the whole world that they are ready for that election, and at the same time that they have conducted their threat assessment. And I know civil society like us has also given them some hotspots and flashpoints. So what are they doing? And then we have also been able to identify what's likely going to be threat to this election, most especially the issue of proliferation of light arms and ammunition. What are they doing about this? Are they mopping them up? Are they being proactive? And this is what they need to do, because we need to see actions from the security agencies. We need to see them truly being neutral, and this is what can also aid the integrity of the election. Not only on the part of the candidate, one of the things you need to also note is that, look, if the security of this election is not guaranteed, then even the INEC preparation is going to be affected. This is where you now begin to see issues of late arrival of election materials. We now begin to see logistic challenges. We're going to begin to have logistic challenge, and this is not going to augur well for this election coming.
Let me get your thoughts. Are there any patterns or trends that you may have observed in previous elections that are similar to this alleged attack? Have we had these kind of attacks, and what was the aftermath?
So there are patterns, and it's very, very obvious. We have loads of patterns, and for instance, let me tell you that between January, or let me just say in the last 3 months, tracking electoral violence in Imo State, we've recorded over 30 electoral offenses, electoral violence in Imo State. So, which boiled down to shooting, which boiled down to harassment, intimidation, and then again, destruction of campaign materials, billboard and the rest. We have also seen attack on campaign convoy. So these are trends. Now, it's not just happening in 2023, this governorship election. We saw similar pattern even in the 2023 presidential election and the National Assembly election. So we've seen this kind of attack, burning of campaign offices,
so
burning
what were the responses?
Burning of opposition offices. So we've seen.
Bukola, I just wanted to interject quickly and ask, what were the responses at the time to these attacks that you think would have impacted on subsequent response by parties? Because the LP might not take it lightly with the event.
So the first thing we need to begin to say to ourselves and to tell to also tell the political parties is, one, they don't need to even take laws into their hands. So they have reported to the police and they are already shouting around it, but they need to continue and also have faith in the security agencies to be able to get the people arrested. However, that is not, we found that over the years and over the period of time that has not always have not always stopped, have not always been an effective mitigation tool. What is the most effective mitigating tool to cut this from happening again and again is that people are held accountable. People are taken to court and convicted. For instance, in 2019, after 2019 election, you have over 2,000 people. Over 1,346 people arrested for various electoral offenses. Are they in court? Are they being prosecuted? Are they being jailed? So if people are arrested and at the end of the day go scot-free, then it doesn't all go well. So you find a repeat of this same situation. And that is why what we need to do now is that people are arrested, investigated, arrested, at the same time being held accountable for them to pay for this. Then we are likely going to have deterrence.
All right, Bukola, thank you so much for speaking with us. We appreciate your time.